Thank you, Red Einolin. Yeah, we are on the main stage with Curse, Elementz, and SK Ocelote. How are you guys feeling today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. This is going to be an amazing matchup, Ocelote. How you feeling? 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 Matchup, Ocelote. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty great and looking forward to see this match.
All right, nice, nice. So the build up to this match, Moscow 5 completely undefeated in this tournament. Came here 10 days early to start training. Dignitas having a few throw games for themselves. What do you guys see in the matchups for top lane? We have Darian and Voyboy.
Top lane, you know, Lee Sin's been a big threat for Voyboy. I think that's going to be a big factor if he gets that. I think he can really carry the game. But I've also seen a lot of Wukong actually, and it just surprises me. And I don't know if any North American players know how to deal with Wukong, so that could be a surprise pick that could sway top lane.
What do you think, Ocelote? Lee Sin on Voyboy and Darian trying to play that game. Who's going to be able to take that top lane, do you think?
I think Voyboy is like doing probably the best player in this tournament so far. And I would be amazed if Darian wins the top lane.
And let's check this. They may even switch up the meta once they did that in their last matchup as well, so we can see if they pull that one. So going to the mid lane, we're going to be seeing Alice Ish against Skara. How do you guys feel about this lane?
I think it's going to be just like a farm up. I think they're pretty much equally skilled. I don't see one outplaying the other. I think it's just going to be a good, it'll be a nice standoff, I think.
Same thing, Ocelote. How do you feel Skara versus Alice East in mid? What do you think the picks and bans are going to be there?
I think both players have kind of the same playstyle, you know. They don't want to go too aggressive in lane. They base the gameplay into farming more. So they are pretty even players. I think it's going to be a pretty even fight, I think, between two. The jungle is going to probably decide the mid lane.
You know, it's something to point out here, as I was talking to Freak during the week, and as we came up to this, he was like, you know, I was looking at Moscow 5 statistics, and in the last 2 months, they've played more pre-mades than I have in 2 years of League of Legends. So these guys have been absolutely on top of their game, continuously practicing. We're going to jump down to the bottom lane, Gosu, Pepper, and Genja versus Cutie Pie and Locust. How do you see this going?
Well, Cutie Pie and Locust have been doing actually a really good job this tournament. I think they've done great control. They don't want to be offensive. They don't want to be defensive. I think they just have that really great lane control bot. Not to say that M5 doesn't, but I'd give that to Dignitas.
All right. How do you feel about that lane? The bottom lane, AD support, Genja, Gosu, Pepper versus Cutie Pie and Locust.
You cannot say that both bottom lanes are carrying too much this tournament so far, but at the end of the day, what matters is how the late game is, you know? And these 2 AD carries are one of the best of the whole world, so we'll see. Bottom lane nowadays is about farming as well, so we'll see who takes it.
Right on, and I'm actually going to get your guys' opinion on this. Let me see this beautiful little hoodie here. We got who's going to carry New York big. I know Skara's looking at this one. He wants to get that on there. What from your perspective right now, Elementz, who is going to be grabbing this hoodie?
I think Voyboy's been a good big star this tournament. I mean, the impressive plays on Lee Sin, I think that's been wowing fans. So I think he might have a good shot at getting that.
Right, Ocelote, who do you think deserves that hoodie?
Voyboy.
Oh man, so a lot of love for Voyboy right now. Moscow 5 with a very strong early game jungle. They know to shut down. They understand the timers. The mechanics of the game have been absolutely changed in the face of League of Legends as we come into this tournament. Obviously, we talked a little bit about eHome backstage. Their mentality playing against Moscow 5 was, wow. That, you know, they weren't even down about it. They said, this is what we can learn from. They're so much in innovating the style of play right now and using that jungle. Do you think that Dignitas is going to be able to shut that down?
Yeah, they had a really strong counter jungling thing. They had the Janarome with Shyvana, which is incredibly strong. They did great with that. I think I'd actually have to give that to M5 in the jungle.
All right, do you think Dignitas can shut down that early aggression from Moscow 5?
What I hope is that Dignitas comes out with a jungler that is not being seen so much in this tournament. Maybe a good ganker like maybe Ramos, maybe Maokai. I don't think I want to see more Shyvana, more, you know, counter jungling, but we'll see. If the game is going to be based in counter jungling, I think M5 is going to take it because they're the pioneers on it. They created it. It will be a great surprise that Dignitas takes it by counter jungling.
So what do you guys think for picks and bans in this matchup? Alex East, obviously with his rise, Mordekaiser, Galio, Skara also playing.
In whatever, you know, there are a lot of heroes that can do it. So yeah, I think the pick ban phase is gonna be pretty interesting, and maybe M5 pulls out some strange stuff. I hope so.
All right, and last but not least, the jungle. Diamond Prox versus I Will Dominate. What is going to happen here? Do you think they're going to try to get Shyvana out of there, or do you think they're going to leave that and just understand how counter it, as you said?
I think it's like the same thing with the Mordekaiser. Both teams favor Shyvana so much, as we saw in the tournament, and they both have great results with it. So again, I think it might just be an outright ban or outright first pick.
What do you think, Ocelote, Diamond Prox, Darian? You think they're going to take Shyvana out, or they're going to try to leave it in there?
I don't think they let Diamond Prox play Shyvana. Like, I think Diamond Prox Shyvana is just, you cannot let him play her at all. I don't think his other champions are as good, though, but his Shyvana is just the best. So I don't think they're going to let him.
Awesome. Elementz, overall, coming into this tournament, like, how did your team prepare for it? What are these guys going through right now in the mentality for a world championship game?
Well, a game like this, I mean, I've been in this spot a couple times, and it's one of the most nerve-wracking experiences ever. But if your team can pull it off, it's the best experience I've ever felt in my life, you know? So you get that rush, the crowd, everything's going on, the energy, it's a fantastic feeling. So we're going to have a little bit of nervousness because this crowd of this size, you know, we got tons of people here at CBIT, so.
On Ocelote, same thing, real quick. What is going through their mentality? What are the last few preparations that you make for a world championship matchup?
You mean right before the match?
Yeah, like right now. You tie your left shoe before your right shoe?
Well, I can tell you what I do, you know. We just put like songs, our favorite songs, epic songs, you know, at maximum volume, so loud, not even listening to the teammates on TS, you know. And just have a chat with the guys, convince them that it's possible to win, not gonna make it, you know, that stuff.
Awesome, and we're actually going to see what the players have to say as Lynn brings them out on stage right now.